You smile when you want to scream. You say yes when everything inside begs to say no. You apologize for existing, and you call this kindness. But at 3 a.m., when the masks come off, you know the truth. It isn't kindness. It is cowardice. You've been conditioned to believe that likability is survival currency, that if you smile enough, accommodate enough, shrink enough, the world will be gentle with you. But is it? Or are the people who demand the most getting everything, while you, the nice one, are left with scraps? There's a reason you feel exhausted. You're trading your power for a pat on the head. Niccolò Machiavelli understood human nature better than anyone. He didn't care about being nice. He cared about being effective. And he left us a warning. It is much safer to be feared than loved, because love is preserved by the link of obligation, which, owing to the baseness of men, is broken at every opportunity for their advantage. But fear preserves you by a dread of punishment which never fails. Replace fear with respect. It's safer to be respected than liked. Likability is a fragile thread. Respect is an iron chain. In this video, we're surgically removing the nice person programming that's ruining your life. We're exploring the dark psychology of power, the necessity of boundaries, and the Machiavellian rules that will turn you from someone who begs for approval into someone who commands attention. You'll lose friends. You'll upset the equilibrium. But you'll gain the one thing you've been starving for: control. The need to be liked isn't a personality trait. It's a trauma response. A defense mechanism you developed when you learned your safety depended on other people's moods. You became a chameleon, reading micro-expressions, anticipating needs, flattening your edges so you wouldn't cut anyone else. When your primary goal is to be liked, you hand the remote control of your emotions to everyone you meet. A frown from a coworker ruins your morning. A delayed text destroys your peace. You're not living. You're performing for a fickle audience. Machiavelli wrote, "Men are quick to change their nature when they imagine they can improve their lot. People will love you as long as you're useful. The moment your utility ends, that love evaporates. If you build on being liked, you're building on sand. Respect is built on understanding that you have lines that cannot be crossed, a voice that cannot be silenced, and value that's not up for negotiation. The first step to power is killing the part of you that needs to be chosen. You must choose yourself. Scarcity creates value. Gold is valuable because it's rare. Air is vital for survival, but you don't pay for it because it's everywhere. Most people are air, always available, always reachable, always ready to help, and because they're everywhere, they're valued nowhere. Machiavelli knew the power of distance. To be respected, you must learn strategic absence. Stop answering texts immediately. Stop saying yes to plans you hate. Stop offering opinions nobody asked for. When you're always present, people can't miss you. They can't wonder what you're thinking. And it's in that wondering, that psychological vacuum, that respect is born. When you pull back, the dynamic shifts. Suddenly your time is a privilege, not a right. Your attention is a gift, not a guarantee. People respect what they have to work for. If your validation is free, it's worthless. There's a trap you fall into every time you set a boundary. You explain, "I can't come tonight because I have to wake up early, and I've been really tired lately." Stop. Every time you explain your no, you're asking permission to have a boundary. You're opening negotiation. You're saying, "My no is weak. Talk me out of it." And they will. Machiavelli would tell you that a sovereign ruler doesn't justify his decrees. He simply acts. The most powerful sentence is a complete sentence. Number. I can't do that. That doesn't work for me. I'm not available. Notice the silence after those sentences. That silence is where your power lives. It's uncomfortable. You'll have a physical urge to fill it. Don't. Let the silence sit. Let it do the heavy lifting. When you refuse to explain, you signal your decision is final. You're not looking for approval. You're stating a fact. This is terrifying at first. You'll feel rude. But observe the reaction. People won't attack you. They'll adjust. They'll respect the line because you respected it first. When Machiavelli speaks of fear, we're not talking about aggression. The loud guy trying to fight everyone isn't respected. He's insecure. True Machiavellian power is calmness. It's knowing you're dangerous but disciplined. Jordan Peterson talks about this. A harmless man isn't a good man. A good man is a dangerous man who has his monster under control. Respect comes from the quiet implication of consequences. It's looking someone in the eye who interrupted you and waiting silently until they stop. It's walking away from deals that don't serve you without anger, just detachment. It's the ability to withdraw your attention when you're mistreated. You don't need to yell. You just need the capacity to inflict the punishment of withdrawal. If someone crosses a boundary, you don't explode. You simply remove access. You become colder, distant. The relationship changes. They learn quickly there's a cost to disrespecting you. If there's no cost, there's no boundary. If you forgive the same behavior 10 times, you're not a saint. You're an enabler. You're training them to mistreat you. Why do you show everyone exactly how you feel? Something happens and you react instantly. Society calls this authentic. But in power dynamics, being an open book is a liability. If everyone knows what makes you happy and angry, they have the blueprint to manipulate you. Machiavelli advised the prince to be unreadable. This is the neutral mask, the ability to receive information, good or bad, without immediate visible reaction. When you're unreadable, you become a projection screen for others' anxieties. They don't know where they stand, so they try harder to impress you. Practice the pause. When someone insults you, don't snap back. Pause. Look at them. Let the neutral mask sit on your face. That pause makes them question reality. In that uncertainty, you seize control. You're no longer a puppet reacting to strings. You're the observer, and the observer always holds more power. Many people you're trying to please aren't good people. They're just people. Flawed, self-interested, fearful, opportunistic. Machiavelli's view that men are ungrateful, fickle, false, cowardly is criticized as dark. But is it wrong? When you operate from needing to be liked, you project your virtues onto others. You assume because you're generous, they'll be generous. This is a hallucination. You must deal with people as they are, not as they should be. This doesn't make you bitter. It makes you strategic. When you accept the brutal reality of human nature, you stop being disappointed. You stop taking it personally. Because you aren't devastated by their nature, you can handle them. You can maneuver. You can protect yourself. This is the nuclear option, the ultimate power source. If you're not willing to walk away from a negotiation, relationship, job, or friendship, you have zero leverage. The person who needs the deal least always wins. You're stuck in loops of disrespect because you're terrified of loss, terrified of being alone. So you cling, grasp, tolerate. But Machiavelli would tell you that a fortress that cannot survive a siege is already fallen. You must build a life strong enough to stand alone. You must cultivate a garden within your own mind that's so rich, so interesting, so secure that having others in it is a luxury, not a necessity. When you're willing to walk away, your energy changes. Everything shifts. You stop leaning in. You sit back. You communicate without words. I want you here, but I don't need you here. That distinction is everything. Neediness repels people. Autonomy attracts them. When you're no longer afraid of losing people, you stop losing yourself. There's a difference between being a tool and being a craftsman. A tool is used until it breaks, then replaced. A craftsman is sought after, paid well, respected for his skill. Many people try to be liked by being useful. They run errands, do favors, fix problems. They think this makes them indispensable. It doesn't. It makes them an appliance. Machiavelli valued competence above all else. Don't be the person who does everything for everyone. Be the person who does one thing exceptionally well and offers it selectively. Shift from being a servant to being a sovereign. A servant waits to be told what to do. A sovereign decides what will be done. When you offer help, do it from abundance, not debt. Do it because you choose to, not because you feel you have to. The moment you feel resentment, stop. That's your body telling you you're overextending. Listen to the resentment. It's the only honest voice left. If you follow this path, if you choose respect over likability, the crowd will thin out. Parasites will drop off. Manipulators will leave. The insecure will vanish, because your strength mirrors their weakness. For a while, it'll be quiet. You might feel lonely. You might doubt yourself. That old voice will whisper, "Maybe I should just be nice." Don't listen. That silence isn't emptiness, it's space. Space for the right people to enter. People who respect boundaries. People who value truth. People who want a peer, not a doormat. You're shedding skin that's too small. You're breaking a mold made for a smaller version of you. This is the price of admission to a higher level of existence. You trade the cheap high of false approval for the deep nutrition of self-respect. Here's the twist. The paradox Machiavelli knew. When you stop trying to be liked, people start to like you. Not fake superficial like, but deep magnetic attraction. Why? Because people are starving for reality, for someone who doesn't lie to keep the peace, for someone solid in a liquid world. When you set boundaries, you make people feel safe. They know where you stand, they trust you. And trust is the foundation of true connection. By letting go of the need to be liked, you become the most respected and magnetic person in the room. But you have to walk through the fire of disapproval to get there. The choice is yours. Keep smiling, nodding, dying by 1,000 cuts, hoping the world will say thank you. It won't. Or stand up. Draw a line. Embrace the fear. Demand respect not by shouting, but by being someone who cannot be trampled on. Machiavelli said, "It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles. You are the title. Honor yourself first. If you're ready to make this trade, if you're ready to burn the need for approval and build a fortress of respect, assert it now. Go to the comments and write, 'I choose power.' It's the first step away from the crowd and towards the throne. If you want to understand the deeper layers of your psychology, why you were programmed to be weak, and how to reprogram yourself to be untouchable, subscribe.